athletic training student from Seton Hall. This is my patient Serene. We're going to show you some exercises for plantar flexion, which is focusing on the gastroc and the soleus. So first I'm going to demonstrate an isometric exercise with my patient. Here the gastroc and soleus are neither lengthening or shortening. We're looking to do this early on in rehab to make sure they are firing properly. So I would have my patient put their foot up against the wall and I'll make sure their toes are a little bent with about a 45-degree angle. Their heel is secure on the floor. I'm going to instruct my patient to push their toes into the wall and hold for 5 seconds. When she does that, she can relax and she can do 3 sets of 10 of this exercise. So she's going to press into the wall, hold there for 5 seconds. After that, relax and repeat. So our next exercise, we're going to do an isotonic open kinetic chain exercise. We're going to use a resistance band for this exercise. When you're first starting out with your patient, you can have them use a band with less resistance and they're holding the band around their foot with less tension. As they get better and better at the exercise, you can increase the band and they can also increase their pull on the TheraBand. So what you want your patient to do is you want them to sit up against a wall or on the back of their table so they have support. What they're going to do is they are going to point their toes down into the ground and pull up. As my patient pulls her toes up towards her, that is the eccentric phase of the exercise. The gastroc and the soleus are lengthening. As she points her foot down into the TheraBand, the gastroc and soleus are shortening and contracting, which would be the concentric phase of the exercise. You should have your patient do 3 sets of 12. So our next exercise I'm going to demonstrate is a closed kinetic chain isotonic exercise. We're going to do calf raises for plantar flexion. So I'm going to have my patient press up onto their toes and slowly lower down. Here you're looking for balance. They're going to need to contract their core to help them with the balance. If this is too hard, they can either hold on to a table or they can do it in front of the wall. When they are coming up, that is the concentric phase. The muscle here, the gastroc and soleus here are contracting, and when she's lowering down onto her heels in the neutral position, that's the eccentric phase of the exercise. To make it harder, she can hold dumbbells in her hand. You could also add more unstable surface, so you can use a Bosu ball, Dynadisc, something that will require her to have greater balance. She can do 3 sets of 12 of these, and that would be isotonic closed kinetic chain exercise for plantar flexion. So for our functional exercise, we're going to do walking lunges to help build plantar flexion. This is a good exercise that requires balance, core stability. It's a more complex exercise, so this is great exercise to use before they return to play. So you'd have your patient do walking lunges up and down. You can use them the hallway maybe 2 or 3 times. To make it harder, you can make them hold dumbbells at their side. So your patient is going to step out with their foot 90 degrees at their knees bend and make sure their back leg is nice and bent, and then they will bring their back foot forward to go into the next lunge. Again, making sure that their front knee is at 90 degrees and their back knee also needs to be bent. You want to make sure that their front heel is flat on the floor and that they're nice and stable.